Hey YouTube, it's that dude named Dave and welcome to my channel. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Before we get started, my price of admission, like, subscribe, and the bell notification below. You guys are watching my videos, but you're all not sub yet. So let me help you by helping me out here and give you guys a few seconds to do this. Okay, we got those few seconds out the way, no long intros. Today's video, this is part 2 support cord here. If you missed part 1, you can check it out right here. I'm not gonna go over that here. This is part 2 and this is for the DNA results of the 72-hour one-night stand. So we're gonna see what Judge Vonda B has here and we're gonna try to make this make sense.
Miss McKinney.
Yes,
We're back.
Yes.
I hope
We're
we
back.
are in better spirits.
I am.
Okay, good. And we're not going to allow each other to press each other's buttons, right?
Correct.
We'll see
Okay,
what she
ready.
does.
Okay.
He got the baseball jacket on today. Is that
The DNA
starter?
testing. Had
Is that a
all
fake starter
done.
jacket?
Did you all have any problems with that?
No, none at all.
Okay. Okay. Have you have the two of you had an opportunity to speak at all?
We've
No
spoken.
way. No.
Lies.
What?
Okay, we spoke for 30 seconds. That doesn't count. I didn't want to talk to you. You came up to me. I tried to end the conversation as quick as possible.
Your Honor, permission to speak?
Yes, ma'am.
That is not true. He called me and he asked me, he said, look, I don't know which way this paternity test is gonna go, but if you'll just let me put it on you one more time, we can smooth all of this out, blah, 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 all of that crap.
Oh, so that, I mean, that's a lot in 30 seconds.
Really?
No, that was not. No, that's not what I said. But
When he lies, he puts his hand up like that on his cheek.
What?
Oh, okay, that's a lie pose.
And you
Exhausting.
found all that out in 72 hours?
I did.
Interesting. Okay. So,
you see,
Hold up, before we get started here, this is wild. This is off the chain, guys. But I got to come to the tribe here. I have not watched this video. Okay, I was waiting for part 2. What I did is I went back and rewatched part 1. I gotta hold myself accountable, guys. There is some red flags in both stories, but also some flags in her story here. And I immediately also called him a Pookie and Ray Ray. Thanks for the comment section here. He's actually a Chad. You can see I don't do many videos where we actually had a white man here acting like this here, so I call him a Pookie. In actuality, he's a Chad. So accept that I messed up on that first video, but also too, like I said, there are some glaring holes in her story. Number one, why did she bring him to court once she found out that he was engaged and he just had a newborn here? This child is 9 years old. Now, a woman could come at any time to go to court, but it just seems like a little bit of coincidence and just the defiance of how she's coming off here in the first video. So I just wanted to level set there, bring it to the tribe and say, hey, your boy's being accountable here, and I missed some things in the reaction. So if you guys go back to that video and say, hey, that dude, what happened here? I'm letting y'all know I missed a few things. Now let's continue.
see how aggressive she is about this. This
I'm
is
just excited.
She doesn't need help for her daughter.
Just
This is
come on
about
with the
revenge.
results,
This
please.
is clearly about getting back at me and punishing me for not, I don't know, staying with her forever. I don't know.
Results, please.
but it's been 9 years.
I
Right.
know it's been, yeah, it's odd timing, isn't it? Right when I have a fiance and have a son, that's when she chooses.
I
to
just
do
said
this?
that.
Isn't that kind of odd timing here?
It is
I
odd.
mean, the timing does seem a little interesting.
The judge
I
recognized
came
it
to the
too.
realization that, hey, I can do it alone, but I don't have to do it alone. If he's taking care of his other son and his fiance, that's fine. I don't need him to take care of me or my daughter, but it would be the right thing to do. And that's what he's going to do.
That's
If
true.
He's the father.
If he's a father.
Okay, and you're sure of that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. All right, well, I mean, bailiff, we have those results.
Got your cashier's check? Because I don't want to
That's
personal.
not,
Oh, cash your check. Wait, before the results come, guys. Before the results come, I want to hold this for a second here. And I want to see the comment section, okay? 1, if he is the daddy. 2, if he's not the pappy. Okay? So let me make sure. 1, he's no pappy. No, 1, he is pappy. 2, no pappy. What do y'all think? I don't know. It seems kind of weird. I mean, hey, you like what you like. You know, sister girl wanted to dip into the milk pond. you know, but I would think that she would choose a different kind of white guy, the type of personality, you know, the way that she comes off. I would think it'll be, and on top of that too, you was in DC, Chocolate City. You can find any brothers in Chocolate City? Or you really wanted the real milkshake? I'm just saying, okay, gave you guys a few seconds here. 1, if he is the pappy. 2, if he's not the pappy. Let's continue.
Not nice.
Well, I'm just saying.
You can't say that to him yet, though.
Okay.
We don't
right.
know if he's even going to be the father to pay child support.
I know.
Right.
But if
We're
you
waiting.
are indeed the father, I wouldn't recommend you make a payment today because the order would just be being signed today.
Is there an appeal process even if I am the father?
What would you be appealing?
What?
Exactly.
I don't think that based on the way she's been treating me and based on her selective choice of when to bring this issue up in order to, you know, harm my relationship with my family, I consider
What?
that a form of harassment. And I feel like I should be able to file maybe a restraining order, and that would prevent me from, if I had a restraining order against her, that would prevent me obviously from having to pay for her child support, wouldn't it?
What is that restraint?
Yo, Chad, you get the award of the year. I mean, I don't know how I want to say this. A part of me says I hope you're not the pappy, but a part of me wants to say that you are the pappy for the results. But damn, you get the award for the Pookie of the year so far, even if it's not yours. Award of the year, boy, I tell you, you're skating on it. It's like, hey man, every emotional feeling that she made you feel, an appeal process for a DNA test. Hey, fellas, don't start using this one now. Don't saying, hey, I don't like this DNA test. I want to appeal this one. Let's go ahead and get a new one here. No, this ain't that kind of court here where you can go ahead and make these kind of appeals here. Oh my God. Okay, Chad, I see you. I see you, Chad. Let's continue.
No, that's not how any of that works. That was really creative, though, but that's not.
It was
how any of
creative,
that
Judge.
works. So let me go ahead and tell you what the results say.
Okay, here we go, y'all.
All
Drum
right.
roll.
Hold on. Let me pause here, guys. All right. We got the results. I haven't watched this. I promise you this. I went and got my hair done and then came back to do this reaction video so that I could see the results here. All right, let's continue.
All right. It looks like baby McKinney.
Ain't no
because
baby.
We can't say a child's name.
Okay.
There is no probability he can be the father.
What did they say?
You hear that?
What'd you say, Your Honor?
You
Remember?
laughed at that.
Remember
No,
when you
I didn't hear.
Oh, let me say it a
I'm
little
the only
louder.
white person she's been with.
There is
Remember that?
no probability that he is the father.
Okay.
Oh, what? Wait a minute. In video 1, she said that he was the only white man that she ever been with. Wait a minute. Let me ask. Do you really think that kid's mixed? I mean, it could have been with a light-skinned brother. I mean, way that little 9-year-old cute little girl look here. I'm not saying it's all the way that she could have been, mixed with a white daddy. She could have been with a guy like Al B. Sure, someone like Christopher Washington or something like that. You know, whatever the case may be. You know, I mean, God dang, all this huff, all this puff, all this shame, insult, guilt, and need to be right. And you would know what, guys? Your boy was giving him a hard time in the first video. That's why I was saying that I had to watch that video back. I wanted to see my own reaction video. And then before I saw this here, I was like, you know what? He is acting like a Chad. But you know what, though? We have to look at both sides of the story, okay? There's her side, his side, and then the truth is somewhere in the middle. Let's continue. Let's see what the judge says. Let me see what she gonna come up here, y'all. Oh my God. Oh God.
Okay, so first of all, no
First of all.
disrespect to you, but the letter looks a little sketchy.
Okay.
It wasn't a
It's got
legal
writing on
size
it.
envelope.
That's why
Oh,
it's
he look at him
and
now.
I trust him because his
Look at-
uncle is an attorney.
What?
And
His
can
uncle?
do
What
does that
all
have to do
types
with
of
anything?
stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I don't even trust that.
Wait a minute. I believe at the beginning, I asked you all how the test went.
I mean,
And
the
you
test-
said, wait a minute, hold on. You
Shout out the
said
judge.
Everything went good, right?
And it did.
And it
what she
did,
said.
and it was fair that day, right?
Yes.
They swabbed her mouth correctly.
The person appeared to be wearing PPE, and the person appeared to
What?
work, for that service. And the
What?
test itself went well, but behind the scenes, Your Honor.
And it
the lot
appears
goes
that
on.
these results are directly from the testing place. And he's not the father.
He is the father. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Let me tell you not.
Ah!
No, he's not. He's not. So you're gonna you're
lost.
going to argue.
I don't care about no DNA test. Let me tell you why he the daddy. I don't care about I saw them swab my 9-year-old baby mixed girl in the mouth with that whatever they use. You know what though? His uncle is the attorney. Yeah, his uncle could have used his attorney ways to go ahead and get to that DNA center and could have mixed up the results to make it seem like that his nephew is not my. No, let me tell you something else, Judge. With all due respect and no disrespect. You look crazy as hell, ladies. See, women, you gotta know y'all body counts. You know what I'm saying? Fellas, this is why you strap it up. And this is why right away, if someone comes at you with this, you get a DNA test right away. You know what, though? He's been dealing with this crap off and on for 9 years. And let me just point out here, the dude is disrespectful. The dude is no good. He is the kind of guy, ladies, that we say you should run away from. The white women in my crowd, y'all know what's up with that. And for the sisters, y'all seen the bros who act like this here, you know better, okay? But for my guys here, why did he have to deal with this for 9 years? He could have got a DNA test during the pregnancy that's actually available, or as soon as the baby's born, gonna go ahead and get that done, and he would have been out of this a decade ago. That's what happens. You act like a Pookie and Ray Ray and Chad. Let's continue. The judge is on a roll.
With DNA testing.
Look at
Your
him.
Honor, he is the father. 72 hours. He
He
has a
is
tattoo
not
on
the
his private
father.
parts. He was
He
the only
is
one
not
there. I
the
know
father. He is not the father.
Sure.
Wait a minute. Let me add this here one more thing, guys. 72 hours. Chad must got some good dick. That she wouldn't come back here after 72 hours. Has been 9 years. He left a lasting impression. Cause let's be honest, he makes less money. He said he makes $60,000, which is a good salary. But he pointed out, and she kind of pointed out too, unless she's capping, about how much she puts into her kids' after school activities. So he must have laid it down, because ain't no small, no sex having dude is gonna have a woman up in her emotions like this. Chad did some things in those 72 hours, y'all. Chad did some things. Oh yeah, he did. Let's finish off this video.
How many times do I have to say that? No, I don't want to see a tattoo. All I want to see was these numbers to see what the probability was going to look like of him being the father. He is not the father. Now,
That was way too much, by the way.
You have a tattoo.
excuse me, you know what? I don't even see why you all need to be having a conversation right now.
I agree.
Can we
You
do a
are not the
retest?
father, which means that you will not be placed on any type of child support or anything today. Now, you, Miss McKinney, you do have
No
the
child
right
support, y'all.
to petition someone else who you may think is the father.
There is no one else, Your Honor. It was him. He has a tattoo on his private part. I was with him and the tattoo for 72 hours. I know what I felt. I know what I saw. Okay, it
Well,
was him.
You
Well,
know what you
there-
felt.
There is a probability of something else, though.
Okay.
You were probably with somebody else too within that previous 72 hours.
Oh, Your Honor, you tried.
There's no shade.
Ain't no try that she
Just
did.
facts.
It's very possible.
Look at
Very
him.
likely,
How is it possible?
Because there were like 6 or 7, 8 hours stretches during that time where I didn't see you or know where you were. I don't know what you were doing. You know what? Maybe I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you don't even remember this other guy. It's possible with the rate you were going in those days. So I'm willing to grant you
Those
that you've
days.
not been lying.
Oh,
You may
come
not have
on.
been lying about thinking that I was the only white guy you were with.
Well, just answer my question. Do you have a tattoo on your private part?
I have a birth
Hold on, no, this is victory lap. I'm sorry, this is wrong. This is Dirt Dog. I get it, but you know what though? He been dealing with this for a long time. This is his victory lap. If this was Maury, he'd be running out to say, "I told you, I told you." So this is him being very facetious. Like, you know what? This is how you maybe got down. You don't remember. You know, there's so many things that could have happened. There's 8 hours. I know where you at. I get it, man. It's wrong, but it's right. It's his victory lap. Oh boy.
birthmark that kind of looks like a bird. Maybe
No,
that's
it
what you
says
thought.
Mississippi long. Do you
What?
have a tattoo?
Okay,
No.
well, you know what? This is what we're
Never
about to
been to
do.
Mississippi.
This is what we're about to do. At this rate, we're not getting anywhere. I've already said what the results were, which means I'm dismissing this case. You are more than welcome to bring another case. And if his account is true that you don't remember, you can bring another case after that. But the court is here to assist you. So if there are no more questions and nothing further, which it shouldn't be, you all are dismissed.
Hell no, it shouldn't be.
Whatever. You got a tattoo.
Wow. Okay. Shout out to Judge Vonda on that one. Part one, like I said, I got to take accountability. Just the way he came off, you know, and the way he was trying to give his accountability of the case, and the way she described it, I was kind of siding with her. I gotta be honest, because he didn't come prepared. He was nonchalant, disheveled, and things of that nature. But you know what I did before the results? Like I said earlier, I went back and watched that video again. And I said, something seems a little off. You know what? I'm not gonna watch results. I'm gonna wait and do it here with the tribe here. And what do we see here? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Guys, what do we say here? Be protective and wrap it up. You over here wilding out, having one night stands, 72-hour sessions, things of that nature with a complete stranger. And what can happen here? You could be drug out for a whole decade for a child that's not even his. Now, here's a scenario. He's off scot-free. He's got his fiance, he got his other child, and he's gonna go off into his little sunset here with the woman he actually wanted to be with because he's been with her for 3 years. But here's the thing. All it takes is a few mistakes and a jacked up drunk weekend, and you're dealing with someone for a whole decade when this could have been alleviated within that first year. There's procedures you can get the DNA test after a certain trimester. I'm not saying it now because I don't know the exact number here. So tribe in the comment section, tell me what part of the month in the trimester that you can get a DNA test before the baby is born. Also, if you don't want to go that option, soon as the baby is born, like I said, just go ahead and pull blood. They'll take the baby's blood. While you're there in the hospital, you're gonna know right away if it's yours or not. Wouldn't have to wait 9 years. Wouldn't have to go through her text messages, her phone calls, her yelling at her, you yelling back at her, things of that nature. And then when your situation changes, you have a new boo. That's when she's gonna lay the hammer down. Guys, be protective and understand about doing what is right for you, because let's say if this was his child, now he's on the hook for back child support. Then he's on the hook to make sure he's got to support this child. And then his current fiance is going to be looking at him sideways, knowing that he's got to bring another kid into the household. So let's be careful, be mindful, and watch who we lay down with and not make these mistakes. Okay. And for the women here, come on, you know who you slept with. You know you've been with more than one guy. Okay, you can't be so defiant. And here's the thing here. If you're gonna be reckless and mess with multiple men in a certain period of time, if you're not gonna be bringing protection for him to strap it on, what about your other forms of contraceptives to protect yourselves? We always can say the day after pill and things of that nature, but there's other methods that if you go to your personal doctor and talk to her, and they'll give you all of your options. This is ridiculous, this is crazy, and no woman should go here because you're grown, and you should be smart enough to know that you can talk to professionals to get the things you need to get done for your body and for your family here. But if not, you're messing with Chads or Pookies and Ray Rays, and you're going back in court here and you don't even know who your daddy is. comment, like, subscribe, and clicking that bell notification below. Let me know what you think about this video, what you think about the judge and this couple here. Hey, let's just be honest, he is not the father. So until next time, I'm that dude named Dave. See y'all later, YouTube world.